Hi. First thing, I would need to do a little griping. Now for all my viewers that want me to look all sexy and do a little tease for you and show you some skin, it's not gonna happen. The closest you're gonna come to seeing my breasts are this. This is the closest you're gonna come. If you don't like that, tough. And I know maybe part of my problem is that I'm not used to being sexually objectified. I'm not used to being a sex object. And maybe part of that's because I still spend a lot of my time in the other role. Mainly being work. And I appreciate people telling me that I'm beautiful and I'm sexy and everything. It's just, I kind of have low self-esteem. I know it may be a little hard to believe, but I really do. So, I rewatched some of my YouTube videos, and I'm kind of looking in them to see if there's anyone else in the videos, because when someone says, "You're so sexy and you're so beautiful," I'm going, who are they talking about? And I'm being silly, but I know you guys are talking about me. It's something I'm not very used to, and I'm working on it. It's interesting how you can see the beauty in everyone else. I watch so many of the girls going through the same ordeals that I am on YouTube, and I just go, oh, they're all gonna be so pretty. I mean, transgender in New York, beautiful. And, oh god, I can't remember some of the other ones' names. I think it's Kayla, or, she's really gonna be hot when she gets done. And Evil Star Cat, well, heck, you just give off a beautiful radius, You just shine. You really do. So, all of you, it's easier to see the flaws in yourself than to see the flaws in other people. But anyway, so guess what? I got my pills. Happy about that. This is my spirolactone. I take 2 of these a day. It's 100 milligrams. And this is my estrofen. I take 4 of these a day. It's 2 milligrams. I also found a new twirly. I'm happy about that. So, that's something I'm kind of happy about. Also, I found this website, which is... I know I'm vain. I can't help it. But... It's a Yahoo. I spend too much time on YouTube. It's a Yahoo group, which is TS Do-It-Yourself Hormones. And I found out a couple interesting things. One, that if you've been on hormones for over a year, you can go to a doctor and get blood work done to find out where your estrogen levels are at. And I also found out that the normal estrogen levels for an ovulating female is between 200 and 260 picograms per milliliter. So, I kind of thought that was interesting. Now, I know a lot of you viewers are going, for a person that sure doesn't recommend self-medicating, she sure does talk about it a lot. And I still do not recommend self-medicating. But there's obviously a lot of people in the world that do. And if you're going to, I would rather you be safe about it. There's far too few of us T-girls in the world as is. I don't need you girls to do something to injure yourselves. And I know. You're going, well, duh, take your own advice. Because it's a matter of do as I say, not as I do. And I'm going to tell you why I self-medicate. And I have 2 reasons. One, I don't like the idea of having to see a therapist to give me permission to be a woman. That'll diagnose me as being a woman, and therefore, after I paid a lot of money as well, say, you can be you, go ahead. And 2, I don't like the idea of, the reason that I have to see a therapist is because I have a mental disorder. I'm suffering from a disease. It doesn't sit very well with me. I recently got a reply from my grandmother, and it was about the picture I sent her, and she says, I don't know what you expected me to see or how you expected me to reply, but all I see is a beautiful young woman. And I was just all like, this is so cool, I'm so happy. She noticed me for me, and she approves of me, and she loves me, and she sees me as me, and I'm like, oh, cool. So I was happy about that. She also gave my mother my email address. And that's one I'm still kind of... I've been having dialogue with my mother, casual dialogue, which has consisted of maybe 5 to 6 words. Because me and my mother aren't exactly on the best of terms. But maybe I can repair the relationship, if she's willing. But I'm so glad my grandmother, that just really, really was cool. So, I had a bad day at work yesterday. And it was kind of weird, just the way I was feeling. I was kind of feeling like there was this pressure inside of me, because this one girl was just being such a bitch to me. And it just really weighed me down, this pressure. So, after I got off work, Teresa came and picked me up, and she noticed that I was down, and told her, I want ice cream. That's all I've been able to think about for the last half an hour is ice cream. So she took me, and we got some ice cream. And it was kind of miraculous. By the time I was done with that ice cream, I felt 100% better. And, she gave 2 possibilities for this. Either I had low blood sugar because I don't eat that much while I'm at work, which is true, I don't. Or B, it's comfort food. And I kind of asked her, what's comfort food? Scritchy, scritchy. And she explained that comfort food is food that makes you feel comfortable. It's kind of a no-brainer. And I've just never had that response from food before. I've never eaten something that actually makes me feel better. It's kind of a... I'm still kind of getting used to some things, but this was kind of a weird one for me. Food that makes you feel better. And I told Teresa I was going to dump her for ice cream. That our relationship was over, and I was going to hook up with ice cream, and ice cream was my new lover. And she told me that I couldn't dump her for ice cream because she's my ice cream dealer. I was like, damn, you're right. So instead, I'm just gonna I'm gonna continue my relationship with Teresa, and I'm just gonna have like a fling with ice cream, from time to time. So that might be able to work. Okay, so that's all I could really think about, and that's what's going on with me right now. Tried something different with my hair. I'm watching too much anime. This is Ari Lynn Fails saying thank you and goodbye.